This is the journey to one Africa. Hey everybody, this is Mika and welcome back to SNOA. If you're new to this family, guys, please do not forget to subscribe first and foremost. You can also like the videos we share. It helps us to reach to as many people as we can. Also share with brothers, sisters, friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whoever you can. Will appreciate that. But also, guys, do not forget to support, just in case if you'd like to stand with us to support the work we're doing. The links in the description. You can join membership and become part of this family, or Patreon, or you can use PayPal once in a while, or super chat, super sticker, super thanks. All of these will highly appreciate you guys. All right, we have an update on Ethiopia. There's an update of Ethiopia every single time, and this is an update between Ethiopia and Egypt as well. So Ethiopia turns up the wattage, Egypt's water heats up. In a recent twist of hydropolitical dynamism, Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has not only powered up the third and fourth turbines of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, that is GERD, but has also decided to play water rubrics with the lower Nile basins countries by unleashing a gushing 2,800 cubic meters of water per second. This flood of prosperity is reportedly part of Ethiopia's Share the Love, Share the Water initiative, ensuring that downstream nations get their water with extra fees. Experts are puzzled whether this sudden generosity is due to Ethiopia wanting to export not just electricity, but now wet dreams to its neighbors. Meanwhile, Egyptian officials are seen frantically checking their calendars, trying to figure out if it is already time for the annual Nile flood, or if Ethiopia is just turning up the pressure. So yesterday, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, he tweeted this, that more good news has emerged from Guba for the lower Abyei Basins countries, along with the uninterrupted flow of the river. The dam's spillways have been opened, releasing an addition of 2,800 cubic meters of water per second. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam play a crucial role in managing water flow, mitigating flood risks, and ensuring that the downstream nations receive a steady supply of water, particularly during droughts. This careful, regulated release will significantly enhance agriculture productivity, boost power generation, and improve resources utilization throughout the region. All right, guys, I know these days when I give this news and updates on Ethiopia and basically Ethiopia progress, I receive a lot of backlash because I know there's a majority of people who do not like the current government of Ethiopia. However, when it comes to the time for us to give credits, we'll give credits. When it comes to the time for us to criticize, we'll criticize. When it comes the time for us to give constructive criticism, basically, we'll do that. So allow me once again to praise Ethiopia for this milestone. Okay, reading this news and reading these details of everything, the impression that I get is that, and I've been talking about this all the time about Ethiopia, is that there's nothing that has been done in Ethiopia that they don't think through. Looking at, for instance, I'm going to read this again. Grand Ethiopian, the GERD, the dam, plays a crucial role in managing water flow, mitigating flood risk. First of all, the presence of this dam is also going to reduce the potential possibility of floods. Why? Because basically they're locking the water and they're releasing it little by little. Second, ensuring that downstream nations receive a steady supply of water. Not overwater, but the water that is needed to be received, particularly during drought. This careful regulated release will significantly enhance agriculture production, boost power generation, and so on and so forth. So everything that has been done, basically, it kind of seems like it has been calculated and you know what is going to happen. I remember the backlash that Ethiopia is still receiving from other countries and even other neighboring countries of Africa, simply because they say because of the environmental conservation, but we all know that is not the case. They're afraid of what is happening in Ethiopia, and they're afraid that this is going to be one of the superpowers countries in the coming years, because you can see the moves that they're making. Have electricity, being able to produce electricity by ourselves and actually substitute it, or transmit it in other countries and neighboring countries. Basically, you're not just feeding yourself, you're feeding your neighbors as well. So if Thomas Sankara said that whoever feeds you controls you, then we as Africans, because you're one people in one Africa, we need to start feeding ourselves and feeding our neighbors as well, because we are one people and we must take care of our own. This news, it shows me how other countries across the continent are going to benefit because of what is happening in Ethiopia. All right, I am speaking very keen about this because I've been part of the conversation of one of the summit called Afriran twice in a row, last year and this year as well. Basically, all the countries that is surrounded by the River Nile, or perhaps the source of the River Nile crossed by that country, we have been gathered together to discuss about how can we share our resources as one people. You know, this is actually his initiative. Initiative says that share the love, share the water. Exactly, because we know during the time of colonialism, colonizers, they did not want us to share the water. They actually gave a huge part of it and a lot of credits to Egypt. That's how the treaty was. But do you know that in Africa, there's actually 12 countries that are contributing to the River Nile? Do you know that Tanzania, it is there? Do you know that Kenya is there? Do you know Uganda is there? Do you know Rwanda, Burundi is there? Do you know that? Do you know that a lot of other countries are there? Sudan, Egypt, Ethiopia, all of this country. But when it comes to River Nile, the only country you think about or you think of a lot of time is Egypt, of course Ethiopia, and Sudan. But there's 12 different countries that contributing to the River Nile. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because Africa, it is a time to wake up and to know that our competitions are not African countries. We are in this together. Because we all struggle, we all suffer, we all want the same thing. When you talk about electricity, if you go across the continent of Africa, you see a lot of countries that electricity, especially in the countryside. That means we need the same thing. When you talk about food security, you find out a lot of countries that people are dying because of hunger, because we need food security. Clean water is the same case. The struggles that Africa is going through, we're struggling through the same thing. And it's our time to join our hands together and to fight that. Kudos to Ethiopia. Kudos to the progress that they keep on doing it. Let me tell you this, Ethiopians. Okay, let me tell you this. You might not understand what is happening right now, but what is happening right now is going to make sense 10 years after now, 5 years after now. Right now, it might be like, you know what, these are just propaganda and this is that. Let me tell you this, man. Evil is evil and good is good. When evil is happening, we're going to rebuke evil. When good is happening, we are going to praise good. You know what I'm saying? Because God is good. So Ethiopians, you have all the reason to celebrate, because these progress are not happening anywhere else but in Ethiopia. God has blessed you with beautiful country, beautiful resources, and these initiatives that have been taken by the leaders, have been taken by the people who are leading you, these are going to secure the future of your children and the next generation. So it is a time to celebrate, and kudos, because this is not just for Ethiopia, but it's for so many other countries who will be able to benefit from what is happening in this country. So Ethiopia, you all know I love you. I love this country, and this is one of the projects that I haven't visited yet, but I cannot wait to visit this dam one day. And okay, man, I made a lot of videos about Ethiopia, but the day that we are going to break the internet is the day that we are going to film this dam. So hear me out, Ethiopia. If you're listening to this, hear me out. We are going to break the internet the day we are going to make the video about this dam. That will be the day that will break the internet. So stay tuned. And I can't wait for that day, man. I cannot wait for that day, guys. We are praying for that to happen very soon. And I hope it's going to happen very soon. And man, it's going to be incredible. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you for everything that you're doing. May God bless you. It's a beautiful Sunday. May God bless the nation of Ethiopia. And may God hold you together, guys. Continue to stand together. Continue to stick with one another. One Africa, one Ethiopia. One Africa right now. I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you very soon. All right, ciao. you.